state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Alan Sroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am?
Lisa Brandt.
Your Honor, Ms. Brandt wishes to offer the prosecution. Actually, she's pleading as charged to a 12-month delayed sentence.
Okay, and Ms. Brandt, you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Soroka. He advised you of your rights.
Yeah, I do have a valid entertainer card. I do work as a shot girl.
Wait. I asked you, did you have an opportunity to talk to your Mr. Soroka, and did he advise you of your right?
I'm not sure what that means.
Did he go through your constitutional rights with you? You have a right to a trial. You have a right to a jury trial or bench trial. If you take a guilty plea, that you'd be giving up those rights. Did he advise you of those rights?
Yeah, I would not do a guilty. I would do a no contest.
Mr. Soroka, what are we doing?
Well, she's here for trial, I think, today. Let me see here.
No, she's here for an arraignment on a bench.
Oh, she's here for arraignment. Listen, if she don't want to take the plea, then she can be given a trial date.
All right, so I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea on your behalf, ma'am, and set this for trial. Your trial date is gonna be April 17th. 13th. Oh, I'm sorry, April 13th at 9 a.m.
Because I have my cards.
Correct. Because you're not guilty, and so if you're not guilty, you can't accept a guilty plea.
Exactly.
So we will see you on April 13th at 9 a.m. for your bench trial, and the officers at that time will be able to present their evidence. You can present your evidence that you did in fact have a valid license or registration. What is it called? An entertainer's card at the time on that day.
Yes, and was also working as a waitress shot girl.
Okay, we're gonna continue a $0 bond. We will see you on April 13th at 9 a.m., ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Mr. Broadnax, you're ready. I know you're ready. You've been ready, sir. Thank you for your patience. Now calling the people versus Andre Stefan Curtis Broadnax, ticket number SP 116-85031. One count of driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Alan Sroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Andre Broadnax.
Today.
Your defendant's here for arraignment. Defendant waives formal reading, stands muted at this time.
Court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Broadnax.
Yes, defendant also wishes to accept the other prosecution. They will dismiss the no registration and plead to improper place.
Okay. Mr. Broadnax, you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Sorokin. He advised you of your rights?
He did not.
Mr. Sorokin, would you like to advise?
I recall giving him, I thought I gave him his rights, but maybe I didn't. Mr. Broadnax, your right to trial by judge or jury. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty. Your right to testify or not testify. If you don't testify, will not be used against your court of law. Your right to call witnesses on your own behalf, and your right to confront witnesses. If you plead guilty, you're waiving all those rights. You understand that?
Not quite.
Okay.
Mr. Sorokin, you may need to go a little slower because I barely understood.
Very good. All right, Mr. Broadnax, you understand you have a right to trial by judge or jury. You understand that?
I do.
Your right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty. Your right to call witnesses on your own behalf. Your right to confront witnesses. You also have the right to testify or not testify, and if you do not testify, it will not be used against you in the court of law. You also have the right to representation by counsel. If you plead guilty, you're waiving all those rights and you will be presumed to be guilty. Do you understand your rights, sir?
Somewhat.
Okay, we just get him a trial.
If you don't
Okay.
understand those rights, sir, I'm gonna have to give you a trial date.
Um,
Would you
okay.
take a trial?
I mean, if it's right, but I mean, I did tell him I wanted a chance to kind of just explain the situation. I don't know, in hopes maybe
The
for
only way that you
dismissal,
get-
but
No, that's not how it works. The only way that you get to tell me your story is in a trial. I can't hear it prior to. I can't even hear it prior to.
okay,
So would you like to set this matter for trial?
yes,
All right. So the court will again enter a not guilty plea on your behalf, sir, and set and continue a $0 bond, setting this matter for trial on April 13th at 9 a.m. And I will see you on April 13th, sir, at 9 a.m. for trial.
okay.
You're free to go now.
Right.
Okay, person has just checked in, or person has just signed in on the.
Well,
Now you, Miss Rachel. Now you, Miss Rachel.
Oh,
Oh, that's you on the fire tablet?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. I'm sorry. I thought you were, I still see you on
She's trying to
both.
do her video.
All right, are we ready to proceed on Sierra Baskin? Ms. Baskin, can you hear us?
Yes, I'm here. Good afternoon, or
Good
morning,
afternoon.
rather.
Thank you for your patience, ma'am. We're now gonna call your case, the people versus Sierra Takara Baskin, ticket number 162-541161. One count of failure to display a valid operator's license, not on person. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Alan Soroki, P374441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, please?
Sierra Baskin.
Yes, Your Honor. Defendant waives formal reading, stands mute at this time.
Court will enter a not guilty plea.
Also, defendant wish to accept the offer of prosecution plea to a reduced charge of failure to display.
Okay, Ms. Baskin, Ms. Baskin, you understand your right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Soroki explained them to you?
I understand them.
Okay. Did anyone promise you anything, force you, or threaten you in exchange for a guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
No, because I have another court hearing with another court case that has to be resolved before I can proceed with that court hearing.
Okay, so my understanding is that you are only taking this plea because you are trying to resolve another matter. Therefore, you are not actually guilty, and I am legally not able to accept your guilty plea. I'm gonna set this matter for trial on April 13th at 9 a.m. See you on April 13th at 9 a.m., ma'am.
Your Honor,
Okay.
can I bring a motion on the age of the ticket as to Ms. Baskin?
All
I
of
believe
the
it's-
are paid.
I believe it's beyond 8 years old.
2006.
Okay. Ms. Baskin, do you currently have a driver's license?
No, I do not. That's why I'm going to court on another matter. I'm trying to get everything resolved so that I can be able to get my driver license. I never had one, to be exact. But I already paid all the tickets off. That was under my name.
Give me 1 second, Ms. Baskin, hold on.
Sierra, if you don't mind, you have a lot of background noise. Okay, we can hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
I don't have Mr. Goss. Let me get. Mr. Soroki, we're gonna have to recall Ms. Baskin's matter. I'm gonna have to get approval from a prosecutor on, I'm trying to get approval for.
Your Honor, the
Your Honor,
prosecutors.
I have no,
He's
Your
okay.
Honor, Dante goes
Oh.
on behalf of the people. I have no objections to this, Your Honor. It's over 7 years old.
I didn't know, why didn't, you could have saved me a whole lot of time, Mr. Goss, if I had known you were still here. Thank you.
Your Honor, I was bouncing between the two courtrooms on Zoom.
Oh, so you weren't here at the time, okay.
Right.
All right, so Mr. Soroki, thank you for your patience, and Ms. Baskin, you as well. This matter will be dismissed without prejudice.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, you guys.
You're
Your
welcome.
Honor.
You're welcome, Ms. Baskin. You make sure you take this and do well. Get your license back.
I am not. I have one question. Now, can I just go pay the $40 reinstatement fee to
You
get
need
them?
to call the Secretary of State for any questions regarding getting your license back. I wouldn't be able to address those issues. Call the 1-800 number for the Secretary of State and tell them what just happened today and whatever you have pending, and see what they want, what they advise you to do in terms of getting your license back.
Okay, thank you so much. You guys have a blessed day.
You too,
Thank
thank you. Wait one moment. Mr. Barnett had 2 letters, or just 2?
Yeah, he just had those two.
All right, ready to proceed on. Oh.
No, because they didn't, I don't know if he did an offer for her.
No, he said, Now calling the people versus Frederick Anderson Blount, ticket number P 1377035, one count of driving unregistered or untitled vehicle, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance, record, starting with the attorney.
Alan Sroki, P 37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, please?
Yes, Frederick Blount.
Yes. Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Today is the date and time set for trial. How would you like to proceed?
As to, he wishes to accept the offer of the prosecution that he would plead guilty to blockading traffic as a reduced charge of disregard red signal, and the other two charges will be dismissed.
Okay. That's your understanding, Mr. Blount?
Yes.
Stipulate probable cause on the dismissals, Mr. Soroki?
No problem with the dismissal, Your Honor.
And stipulate to the four corners of the ticket for blockading?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right, the court will enter a responsible plea for blockading on your behalf, Mr. Blount. You will be responsible for $175 in fees. Can you pay that within the next 2 weeks?
Yes.
Are you certain that you can pay it within the next 2 weeks?
I can play it today.
Okay, so give us at least 24 hours to get it in the system. And I will give you a week. I'm gonna still set it for a review for March 30th, okay? So if you've paid it by March 30th, don't even worry about showing back up. But if it's not paid by March 30th, you need to be back here on the Zoom at 8:35 a.m.
Okay, do I go to 36th District and pay?
You can, or you can pay it online at 36districtcourt.org, or you can also go online and see a list of kiosks in your area that you can go in and pay it at a local grocery store or someplace like that.
Okay.
There's several options available. So $175 due by 3/30 or by March 30th. If you've already made that payment by March 30th, then you don't need to appear. But if you have not, then you need to be back here on Zoom at 8:35 a.m.
March 30th?
March 30th.
Thank you.
All right, you're all set. You're set to go. You're free to go. Take care. Ms. Bracewell, are we gonna be able to hear you well? Because you're on two different devices. I don't want it to be any.
You hear me?
Yes, well, thank you.
Okay.
Your Honor, I already instructed Ms. Bracewell that she has to come back for trial because of her false information, false ID ticket, and fictitious
I'll
registration.
say something when he's finished.
Ma'am, you can't speak to the court.
No, you cannot talk, you can't talk to me about your case or about your matter at all until we set this for trial. Until we come back for trial. You can't tell me any facts of your case.
No, I wanna get clarification on something. I don't wanna speak about.
Okay, as long as you don't tell me anything that happened on the day in question, then you can ask anything you want.
Okay, so my question would be, I asked Mr. Soroki about how is it the charge false ID when it's all my information match on everything? How is that? Why do I have to go to trial for that?
So Ms. Bracewell, that really is speaking to the facts of the case. So what he's saying is because you're disputing the facts of the case, he wants to set this for trial so that you can dispute that in a way that is legal, because I can't hear any of the facts of the case today without everybody being present. I need to have the officers present. I need to have the prosecutor present. So in order to do that, we're set it for trial. On that trial date, if the officers come in and they say that they don't remember or they don't come at all, it gets dismissed. But if we hold a trial and the officers say, oh yeah, I remember her and she gave me false information, and they have any type of evidence to prove it, but then you have evidence to say, no, I didn't give them, then I can find you not guilty on that day. But we have to do that on that day.
Okay. Okay, so right now I can't still go get my license because this matter is not handled.
No, No, but we can set this matter for trial.
So I didn't have an offer from the prosecutor because he didn't even tell me what an offer was. I mean, it wasn't an offer even. He didn't.
I don't think that they had that they provided an offer.
Well, I had,
Excuse me, ma'am. I told you, the prosecutor said he will not give you an offer. It has to go to trial because of these fictitious false information ID and fictitious registration.
I told you this and the prosecutor didn't.
I have to stop you from talking now. I've given a lot of grace in this matter. I'm gonna set this matter for trial. So first of all, I need to call the case so that my court reporter even knows what case we're even discussing. All of this conversation that we've had been off the record. And give me, so what I'm trying to do right now, Ms. Braceful, is find you a court date so that we can speed up your process so that you can get your license. Otherwise, we could just set this matter for trial on April 13th. Does that work for you? Yeah.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Since these are pending matters, this should not affect her getting a driver's license. Anything pending is not, Secretary of State doesn't know anything. Once we take it out of bench warrant, Secretary of State won't know anything about it.
No, correction on that. If it already has her license suspended, it's not gonna take it out suspension.
Yes.
So no, she has to resolve the case like soon as possible. Yeah.
Okay.
Her license is already suspended because of this ticket, yeah.
All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. I think that do you think that March 30th, Mr. Goss will work for me to be able to get officers in here by March 30th or March 31st?
No, Your Honor, we need at least 21 days.
Right.
For that ticket.
All right, so we're gonna set this matter for trial on April 13th. I'm gonna call the matter though, People versus Ashley Ray Braceville, lead ticket number P671794, count 1, driving with altered or fictitious registration, count 2, driving unregistered or untitled vehicle, count 3, no insurance. There are several other matters in this case. Please state your appearances for the record, starting with the attorney.
Alan Sroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor. What's your name for record, ma'am?
Braceful.
Today is the date and time that was set for an arraignment, Ms. Braceville. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf and set this matter for trial on April 13th at 9 a.m.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That concludes your hearing. You're free to go.